Hello, this is Paul Bryant again with South Coast Yachts in San Diego, and this evening I'm going to do another video walkthrough, this time on this absolutely stunning Hunter 41 Deck Salon. This is without doubt the nicest Hunter 41 Deck Salon on the market, and I've known the current owner who bought the boat new since he bought it, and he does all his own maintenance, dives the bottom, just keeps the boat in absolutely immaculate shape. He's an ex-naval aviator, so he knows about preventative maintenance and has done everything that the boat requires at every stage, including new standing rigging, engine services, bottom paint, you name it, it's been done on this boat. He polishes it, he cleans the bottom, he does everything. So she shows very nicely, and all the systems work beautifully. The boat inside, as you'll see in the video, shows like a new boat. So come along with me and take a look at what she has to offer. There's a lot of features and upgrades, so stay tuned. Here we go. So this is the 2006 Hunter 41 Madison 3. So a couple of things here. The boat has a bowsprit that is removable, and you can see the chain plate has been reinforced. The whole bow assembly has been reinforced. That was a weak point on these 41s, so that whole thing has been reinforced. She has an so bowsprit there, and she's got a furling code 0, so I'll post a bit of video of and pictures of that furling code 0 sail. And then moving back, she's got a staysail, custom Ullman staysail that goes back just after the mast a little bit with runner backstays. Very nice custom installation. I'll just zoom in, going up there. So she's got the halyard and everything, runner backs, she's got spare halyards, and so going along here, bottom paint has been freshly done. I've got a document. If you email me, I have a document with all the upgrades and maintenance that have been done chronologically to Madison 3 over the years. It's extensive, very extensive. So things like all the windows are rebedded, that kind of thing, all new running rigging, standing rigging. She has a whisker pole right there on the mast for pulling out the jib, and of course Seldine in-mast furling. Like I mentioned, the owner is crazy about maintenance and preventing, you know, ultraviolet deterioration, that kind of thing. So as you can see, he's got covers on all the rigging and hardware on the mast, the shrouds, you know, things like this, leather wrapped cap shroud. So very up on that kind of thing. Just give you a shot along. You can see the gel coat is beautiful and glossy. Leatherback custom canvas, Dodger, bimini and connector. Little touches like this. Took out all the rings so that they don't hook on your dock lines. She has a custom, well, a factory arch that goes on the factory arch, so dinghy davit arch. And then on top of that dinghy davit arch, she has one giant solar panel right there with a smart regulator, of course. Owner made these. They are really made getting aboard, especially in and out of a dinghy. You can see this is quite a high step getting out in and out of a dinghy, so it's got these nice custom made handholds here. Of course, these stone rail seats are one of the best seats in the house. Everyone loves sitting there. Great visibility forward, and you can see the custom bimini, solar panel, dinghy davits, You can hoist your dinghy right up high, get it out of the way. So even with the dinghy up here, you can still get in and out of the boat. And there's a Gauhauer outboard motor lift here. So lower the dinghy in the water, use the dinghy lift to lower the outboard into the dinghy or pull it out. Little kettle barbecue there, Magma kettle barbecue, city water inlet. And then at the helm console, you've got this Lumar folding wheel, new Raymarine Axios, something like that, multifunction display. Sorry, we have a Navy Coast Guard helicopter going overhead this evening. It's a beautiful evening here in San Diego. New Raymarine autopilot head, ICOM handheld remote VHF. And then engine console right here. It's got the oil pressure and everything. When I go down below, I'll show you some of the upgrades on the engine. Some nice upgrades there. Of course, the engine's been perfectly maintained the whole way, its whole life. And this 41 Deck Salon has a giant storage locker right here on the port side. He has covers. This is the code 0 right here, and then all the covers for the windshields, etc. Then you got little lockers, port and starboard back here. This helm seat just flips up like that, nice and secure. Of course, the one of the very nice design features of these hunters is that a lot of the lines are brought back aft, so you have a traveler control line right here, so the helmsman can adjust the traveler for the main sheet right there. Cockpit speakers, primary winches back here, and then all the rest of the lines are led back, so everything led back to clutches, nicely labeled right there. These louver doors on the companionway, and then you have kind of heads up Raymarine displays here for speed, depth and wind, and then a cockpit stereo right there. Just give you a shot back here. There's also really nice cockpit cushions that go all around the cockpit. Cockpit table, flip up leads, all made of starboard. Hunter is very big on making the boats low maintenance, so very little varnish. I think the only sort of woodwork on deck is these slats, which can be just taken off and varnished, and this little piece of wood right here. So let's go take a look up forward. So as we move forward, you can see a nice firm handhold here on the side of the Dodger, leads you to these handholds on the cabin top. Little solar fan in the salon. Of course, this is a Seldene BNR rig, so there's no backstay on this boat. This forestay here for the staysail has been added after the fact, as I mentioned. For the staysail can sit in a bag on deck here if you're on passage, ready to deploy if you're going head to wind in heavy weather. And nice big cockpit chain locker, I should say. Lumar electric anchor windlass, actually Simpson Lawrence, I apologize, Simpson Lawrence anchor windlass. And then give you a shot back here along the decks. Just can't express enough how beautifully clean this boat is. You'll see that especially when we go down below. So that's the on deck, and let me take you on a tour down below. So here we go below on Madison 3, and I'll just give you a shot of the saloon. As I mentioned before, the boat is absolutely immaculate. She shows like a new boat. There's no wear and tear anywhere on the inside. Windows absolutely clear. Woodwork's in excellent condition. No dings, nicks, things like that. So the galley, as you can see, Korean countertops, nice little trash can setup. Hunter does a fantastic job of design and using good materials. This is all teak. All these fiddles are solid teak. All that stuff's gone now. You don't get that anymore unless you're buying a custom-made yacht. But yeah, solid teak fiddles, teak veneer on marine ply. As I mentioned, Korean counters, 3-burner Princess stove with oven and broiler, spotless, and refrigerator right there, and then another one right here. Plenty of drawers. Some things that you'll notice, look at this, dovetail joints in the drawers. Who does that anymore? Nobody. So very, very nice galley. She has a microwave. Right, and a really nice feature of the Hunter galley is this drying rack. So when you're washing the dishes, two deep stainless steel sinks, wash the dishes, put them in here, and there's a little drying fan here. So no need to dry anything. You just put your dishes and cutlery in there and it dries it. Nice little feature there. Nice blue light inside there as well, and microwave, plenty of cupboard space. There's this very, very cool pantry. Shelves, all the shelves are adjustable, so you can raise or lower all these shelves. Very, very sweet design. These guys really thought of everything. And then to starboard, you have the forward-facing nav station. Nice room for a chart kit there. You can add a multifunction display up here if you want. Very well equipped nav station. You've got your VHF, inverter charger, Xantrex inverter charger, and tank monitoring for your water tanks and holding tanks. All your DC and AC panels. This boat does not have air conditioning, by the way, but it is pre-wired. I'll show you some of that. It's another thing that Hunter did, was they pre-wired everything for air conditioning if you wanted to add it. There's a Victron battery monitor here to monitor the house batteries. And then to starboard, we've got this nice sofa. It has a very large pull-out drawer underneath it for bedding and things like that. Little TV and Bose surround sound stereo DVD player, so you can play DVDs through there. Comes up on the TV and it's surround sound. There's a subwoofer and these wonderful Bose stereos. Incredible sound out of it for music or movies. The U-shaped salon settee dinette has a removable leaf here, so you could make it into a coffee table. It also lowers into a bed. There's a filler cushion that goes on here, and that makes pushing close to a queen size bed right there. That's pretty amazing. These nice lights here. These lights have dimmers on them. They're a dimmable LED bulb. Very cool. Smoke and carbon monoxide detector. And as we go forward, the guest bedroom. I guess it's a 2-stateroom version, so doesn't have bigger or better amenities or larger bed than the other. So Pullman berth right here with this nice custom coverlet. Sink, vanity sink here with mirrors, shelves underneath, and then vacuum flush toilet in the shower, and lots of nice little features. Little waterproof shelf there, putting towels and things in. Put that little light on. But yeah, overall very nice little shower. Plenty of headroom. I'm 5'10" and fit comfortably. Probably if you were 6 foot or over it would be small, but then you can use the aft one. Show you another thing that Hunter does beautifully. Look at this teak. Incredible. Cedar lined closets. This is a 2006 boat, and that cedar still has a really good smell to it. Really nice. Gets rid of the bugs and moths and things like that. Nice touch. The floors on this boat are a laminate. It's basically Formica. Very durable. There's hardly any scratches on it at all. Very nice, clean, yachty looking. Going aft, we have the guest stateroom head, which doubles as a day head and shower. So separate stall shower here, and freshwater toilet. Nice teak grate in the bottom. Korean shelf, frosted windows. These guys do a great job. Little Madison locker. And then I guess this would be the other master. So it's what you'd call a owner's version with just 2 cabins. What's clever about this is a lot of off-cockpit, off-cabin boats, your head is under the cockpit, so there's very little headroom. What they've done here is they've put the berth athwartships so that where your head is, you have all this under the cockpit seats, so you have more headroom here, so it's a lot less claustrophobic. So nice headboard. They've put, storage behind there. Vanity, some nice lights, cedar lined storage closet, hanging locker on that side. Oops, if I turn on that light. And then more bins along there. So I just want to show you, while we're in this aft cabin, the access to the back of the engine. Right here, so there's the transmission. The owner has added this air filter, so a lot more air surface and stops oil getting all over your engine and makes the engine more efficient, cleaner, etc. But really good access, and under there is the shaft and the packing gland. So here's something else that Hunter does. That's nice. So this boat does not have air conditioning, but at the factory Hunter puts in the intake grill for the air conditioning unit, the plenums with the ducting and everything, and here's all the ducting for the wires, and down inside there's a hose, the water for the cooling water for the AC. So to a large extent it's a case of dropping in an air conditioning unit, connecting it up, and putting in an intake through hole and a pump, and that's about it. They have breakers on the electrical panel right here, so it's already wired on the electrical panel for air conditioning, so pretty easy if you want to add that. So before we finish in the salon, I just want to show you, I've opened up, removed the companionway steps to show the access to the engine. Good access. There's also another little panel there to get to that non-service side of the engine where the starter motor is. The boat has a upgraded alternator on it, and smart regulator up here somewhere. There is a fire extinguisher up there. Let me turn on this light. Fire extinguisher up there, automatic one. And so it's got upgrade alternator. This is a nice little touch if you ever had to change an impeller on the engine. It's called a quick seal, and these knurled knobs here, you can just undo these, swing the thing out of the way, pull the old impeller out, put the new one in, swing this plate back on and do it up with your fingers. Pretty neat, nice touch. And then the boat has an oil change system on the engine, so you can drain the oil out of the engine with that pump. Spare filters right here. There's a Raycor fuel filter. Where is it? It's behind the engine, somewhere over there. So the Raycor, there's spare fuel filters for the Raycor, spare impeller. Boat's all set up for cruising, and engine service just recently done, late 2022. So that is the 2006 Hunter 41 Deck Salon, and Madison 3 is the name, and she's on the South Coast Yachts website, or you can email me if you want more information at paul@scyachts.com, or call me on my cell phone 619-823-6186. And again, my name is Paul Bryant with South Coast Yachts.